Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Kimmy Changa, and today we are celebrating. All right, let's get into it. But first things first, make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and that you turn on notifications so that you can keep up with my new post. If you guessed that it is my birthday, then you are correct. I am incredibly thankful and blessed to see another year, let alone another day. So I wanted to take this time to go over 4 major things I've learned in the last year. And I'm doing 4 because that's one, my favorite number. It's also the number for this month of my birth. And it's just kind of a nice, even, symmetrical number. Number 1. One of the things I learned is that it is okay to still be figuring out what you want to do in life. There's no age cap on your passions, your success attained, or your next big idea. It could come today, it could come a year from now. A lot of times we put extra pressure on ourselves to hit milestones and match the successes of our colleagues and friends and families when really it's more organic to let the ideas and that success and your creativity flow as it comes to you. And that sometimes requires eliminating a certain habit or aspect of your life or embracing a new one. So I just kind of had to learn that it's okay, and no matter what point in your life, to still be figuring it out. And I'm at the point right now where I'm really embracing and diving headfirst into my passions and my creative journey, and who knows where it'll take me, but I'm here now. Social media is really, really great for promoting your content, branding yourself, your business, but it is and can be exponentially draining if you let it. And it can also be a blow to your self-esteem if you let the comparison game trickle in and matching your success or when you've reached things to other people, even people that you're close to, that you are excited for them and proud of them. Sometimes feelings of jealousy and comparison seep in, and that requires, I think, stepping away from those elements of social media. So I actually deactivated my Facebook account and only briefly just got back on there to, let people know this is long term. So give me your contact information or request mine if you do want to stay in contact. But ultimately, Facebook, I just found that people just kind of go on, and it feels more of a competition because people are putting their things out there. It feels more like people are trying to just boast about themselves, which is great. But I don't know, there's something about Instagram that I feel is a little more artsy centered, and it has a wider reach, unless you obviously make your account private. And I don't know, I just feel like people are perhaps a little more authentic on Instagram, just because they know that it can be seen by so many people who will call you out and snatch your edges if you're talking crazy. And that just doesn't happen very much on Facebook. So it becomes, in my opinion, it became a very toxic environment that I just was ready to kind of get away from. And people just kind of spew their opinions. There's a lot more words and things written out on Facebook, and I honestly just got tired of seeing that. With Instagram, it's more picture oriented or photo oriented, and I don't know, visually I'm just kind of at that place, so I stepped away from Facebook. But just in a general sense, social media can really bring you down. So take those breaks, take those pauses, deactivate accounts that you feel aren't really getting you anywhere, and just focus on those accounts that feel like you're really getting yourself out there, if that's what you choose to do. Right now, I just have Instagram, my YouTube page, and then my website, fashionvisa.com. And then I have my Instagram and YouTube accessible via my website. So I just kind of keep it very, together in that way. 3, grief and laughter can dwell in the same space. And I say that as a Black woman who daily sees videos and hears news reports of incidences of my fellow Black brothers and sisters being brutalized, experiencing racist insults, inequity, so forth and so on. So one of the beautiful things I love about being Black, we can find something to laugh about even in the darkest of times. And, you know, I think that comes somewhat sadly from a history of, you know, being in these very dire and violent and traumatic spaces and still trying to find the joy in order to push on and move forward. So even though we are daily inundated with just grief and trauma that takes a toll on us mentally, physically, emotionally, we often still find ways to laugh, and really that's the best way to make it day by day. Otherwise, I feel like we would just crack and crumble, and I mean, that's not who we are, and I love that about us. 4, always choose yourself. I know a lot of people out there will have you believing that you have to be chosen and that if they don't choose you, then somehow you're not good enough. But really, like, who are these people? Who are these people to tell you who you are, to tell you what you can do, to tell you where you can be? And they will add these qualifiers to who you need to become or what you need to do in order to attain these milestones or to be in a certain place with all these hoops to jump through. And, you know, you'll see it all the time, especially with a lot of Black people, like, you don't belong here, and somehow they have to choose you or give you permission to be somewhere. And no, I say no as a complete sentence. And I will always choose myself. And I hope that you do as well, because what someone else perceives of you could be coming from a place of bias and wrapped up in their own insecurities. So you can't let what other people think or judge of you be the dictator of how you push forward. So you have to look out for yourself. Be your number one fan, be your number one advocate. If you want to do something, if you want to study something, take on a new task, do that. Or, you know, do the steps that will help you get into a better place to truly succeed in that, because no one can tell you what you can do or where you can be. And I think one of the best feelings is to attain that or to achieve something and to show them. Be your biggest advocate no matter what. Choosing yourself also, I think, means, you know, when you see your mental health, your physical, emotional well-being deteriorating because of a job or, you know, something you're taking part in, if it's not conducive to your well-being, cut that out of your life, because ultimately you have to be with yourself 24/7, 365 days. And if you're not feeling fulfilled or healthy, no, other people aren't going to care about that. You have to look out for yourself. So 2020, obviously, for everyone was a very tumultuous year. And I think we've all gained a lot, learned a lot, and grown a lot. And I'm just taking those learning lessons and those opportunities with me and holding dear to that, because the person I've grown to be and you know, became on the other side of almost a year ago of the pandemic starting is someone I'm really loving and am proud of. And who knows what this next year will bring. I'm blessed to be here. I'm blessed for the opportunity and to see what comes. And I'm just really excited and trying to enjoy every moment, not taking anything for granted, and just finding the joy and the laughter in every moment and every day. So if you are a Taurus as well, or an April baby, I wish you a happy birthday as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.